Good evening, everyone. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. Let's begin. First up, Manchester stores evacuated over carbon monoxide concerns. Let's take a listen to the video from WMUR News 9.
Yeah, it was at about 10:30 this morning that Manchester fire officials were called again to the Hobby Lobby Plaza for high levels of carbon monoxide. Now, early yesterday morning, the dental and denture store's carbon monoxide detector went off, and it was determined that a heating unit on the roof was to blame. But today's event affected 7 stores, which all tested for high levels of carbon monoxide. About a dozen people were treated for symptoms of carbon monoxide exposure at the scene. None were brought to the hospital. Manchester fire officials say it appears several heating units on the roof appear to have malfunctioned today.
We went on the roof to try to find the culprit of the carbon monoxide, and we discovered one unit that was producing elevated levels of carbon monoxide. We shut that unit down. It's a heating unit, so we have several businesses that are affected that will have no heat, but an HVAC tech is on the way.
Now, all of the stores are reopened at this point, but none of them will have heat until a technician can come on out and take a look at the units and fix them. Live in Manchester, Suzanne Rowntree, WMUR News 9.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. Now let's take a look at your U.S. markets and see how your U.S. markets closed for this last day of 2017 and the last day of Friday of 2017. And here's a look at those markets. Your Dow Jones Industrial Average closed in the red and went down. Your Nasdaq closed in the red and went down. S&P 500 closed in the red and went down. CNBC IQ 100 closed in the red and went down. Gold closed in the green and went up. Oil closed in the green and went up. US 10-year closed in the red and went down. Euro/USD closed in the green and went up. And VIX closed in the green and went up. Stocks end lower as selling our rates into the close. S&P still posts best year since 2013. U.S. stocks closed lower Friday, the last trading day of the year, with no S&P 500 sectors ending higher. Bronx fire escape was choked with people. There was no room, says survivor. Let's take a listen to the video from ABC News.
Out of body wash. What are you doing? I thought you had a cold.
I don't need all this. Mucinex Fast Max is powerful enough to handle pretty much every symptom.
Name one.
How about 9? Sore throat, cough, even...
Yeah, I can read, you know.
We're done here.
Ah, boogers to Betsy!
Mucinex Fast Max. 9 symptoms, 1 dose, max strength. Start the relief, ditch the misery. Let's end this. And for kids' multi-symptom relief, try #1 recommended children's Mucinex.
Survivors escaped out into the cold with nothing but the clothing on their backs. Many have turned to the Red Cross for help and are receiving much needed aid right now. Eyewitness News reporter Derek Waller joins us with that part of the story. Derek.
Well, Charlene, you heard that the fire raced up those stairs like a chimney. So the neighbors who were lucky enough to make it out alive really just had seconds to act, forced out onto the fire escape in that frigid cold. As arson explosion detectives arrived on the scene this morning, Reginald Rimbani was reliving Thursday's nightmare, trapped on his second-floor fire escape like so many others.
Most people were trapped inside the apartment because the fire escape was full. There was no room for people to come out.
He was one of a number of people asking the Red Cross for assistance. They tell me so far they've helped at least 14 families who were displaced with temporary hotels, money, food, and clothing. This man, who didn't want to give his name, lost everything. He lives on the 3rd floor with his 4 children.
When I opened the main door, there's a big cloud, black, and then we went back to the, what do you call it? Fire escape. And then I had to take my children, one after the other, to the firemen.
He says he waited on the fire escape for about a half hour, now thanking firefighters and God for his children's safety.
I know nothing is going to happen to us. Yeah, I have that faith.
And back here live near the scene, the Red Cross is here offering disaster relief, as well as the FDNY. They are letting some people know about fire safety and also offering free smoke detectors to anyone who needs one. That's the latest here from the Belmont section of the Rocks. Derek Waller, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Okay, and there you go on that video in that report. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Friday night, and I'll see you back here tomorrow with another newscast. Good night, everyone. Bye.